Hello, my name is Nandakumar. My metric number is 06DKM19F1097.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Logan Raj Munisami. My metric number is 06DKM19F1109.
Hi, my name is Sri Vishnu Analaki Paramalingam and my metric number is 06DKM F91103. And I'm here to give some introduction about this slide. Okay, let's go into it. Okay, Autoit is a car service center that offers complete service car and repair. Okay, Autoit is a car service center is where the maintenance of the operations are performed at predetermined intervals of or after the vehicle has traveled a specific distance. Okay, more to let me explain. The vehicle as manufacturer specifies the service intervals in the schedule, or some new cars electronically shows the when is the next service required on the date of the instrumental panel. Okay, a tune-up should be not confused with the engine tuning, which is the process of changing an engine to perform better than its original specifications rather than relying on routine maintenance to keep it operating smoothly. Okay, the last point, by servicing the vehicle on a regular basis will avoid the repairs and will save a lot of money. Thank you. As you can see here, there's a forecast in front of a shop, right? Yeah, this is our selected shop and this is a workshop and the name of this workshop is Autowit Service Center. And okay, the address of this service center is at lot 1262 Jalan KPA 80 3A and Kawasan Perindustrian Rian 68,000 Ampang, Selangor. And I think this is only few kilometers away from my home, and this slide shows this our selected workshop. Okay, in this service center, the obviously we known as the head one person will be in charge, right? Okay, in this service center, we call them as manager, and under the manager, a person who has the power to control the technician is general manager. Okay, the general manager, under the general manager has 6 technician. Okay, this 6 technician divided the job by their shift. Okay, this 6 technician will do the task with the cars. Okay, the vision of this workshop is to be one of the toppest Selangor service center in this field of automobile service, and the mission of this service center is to provide quality service and affordable price, and also to cooperate with the government and private sector and in this environment friendly service within the line of automotive service. Okay, let's talk about the maintenance policy. Okay, vehicles cannot enter the lobbies because, if I explain that, okay, owners of the vehicles are not permitted to bring their vehicles into the lobby. Instead, the mechanics will collect the vehicles from the customer from the main door. Okay, second point is check equipment's condition. Okay, if I explain that, every morning before using the hydraulic jack or air compressor, every technician will ensure they are functioning properly. Okay, third point is check the availability before it comes. Okay, if I explain that, before bringing the car into the facility, client must confirm with the Autovet service center is available to repair the vehicle by the online. It's a good idea. And the fourth point is fully service within the frame provided to clients. Okay, we make sure the customers have satisfied with the service. And the last point is prepared in needed to hand tools. Okay, if you ask me, the technician will make sure all of the hand tools are in one place that easy to get when needed. You know, it must be very easy and efficient, right? Yeah, that's why. Okay, the last point I want to talk to you is material control. Okay, material control is the main component of the process of material management. Okay, the material control divided by 3 points, which is purchasing, storing, and consumption of material. Okay, we must note that point actually. And third is, you can see a form beside me, right? Okay, this is a workshop outwards material control form. Okay, if we see the material control form, we must write the date, work orders. Top person inspecting is Nanda Kumar, our technician, and it is located at warehouse. Okay, there's a title which is inventory material items needed for the material maintenance. Okay, if we must list down there how many boxes quantity we must need, and its unit for each and its description like gear or gearbox oil, hydraulic oil, engine oil, and all the type of using material.
What is a work order system? Work order system is an authorization of maintenance, repair, or operations work to be completed. Now, I'll explain the work order system of our AutoWatt service center. Firstly, checking. When receiving a vehicle from a customer, it is usually arrives one of three ways. First is the customer stops in unannounced. The vehicle has broken down and is towed in, or the customer has made an appointment. Once the vehicle has been checked in, regardless of the circumstance, it is then assigned to a technician. Secondly, inspection. The most underrated and overlooked element of taking possession of a vehicle is the failure to properly inspect it. We detested the idea of selling customers and performing vehicle inspections without verifiable data. It made us feel like salesmen instead of service advisors. At the founder's facility, we weren't too keen on wasting paper through inspection sheets, so we verbally communicated or emailed a lot of our findings to customers prior to servicing their car. Secondly, estimate servicing, the most crucial element in the entire process. An accurate estimate will save everyone time and prepare the customer for what they may come to expect. As a rule of thumb, we recommend being as thorough as possible in your notes while building estimates. This allows some room for unforeseen problems that may arise. The fourth is customer authorization. Without verbal or written authorization, you cannot and should not ever perform work on a customer's vehicle. It is unethical to skip this step. The fifth is work in progress. Once authorized, the technician can now start the job as the estimate has been written. Under most circumstances, there are not many changes made to an estimate. Most changes usually revolve around unforeseen circumstances or hardship encounters. However, anything over 5% of the original estimate should be clearly communicated to limit misunderstanding. Sixth is completion. Once service is completed, the general manager should review the technician that nothing was forgotten. In this instant, they should also check that there are no grease marks left on any body panels, no debris from the repair, or dirty and messy interiors from work done in the vehicle. Vehicle should always be written in the cleanest manner feasible. And finally, follow up. After major repairs, it is always good to personally follow up with customers. This shows that you care. In general, it's good to practice to follow up with every customer and try to get feedback about their experience. This is our company's work order form. This form consists the detail of the worker, performed work description, materials used to perform the job, time taken to complete the work, price, and etc. The general manager need to fill this form and collect it from the every technicians. We have a lot of machines in our service center, but now I'm going to talk about the main two equipments, which is air compressor and hydraulic jack. The first preventive maintenance is our air compressor. We clean the air filter regularly. If the air filter is dirty, impurities and particulates could corrupt the compressed air and degrade the quality of endpoint applications. Next is oil filter. We check oil filters every week, regardless of whether the compressor is lubricated or non-lubricated. Then, lubricant. We check the lubricant level daily to ensure the health of the air compressor. Without lubrication, tension occurs between the touching metal surfaces, which leads to the corrosion of parts and joints. The second preventive maintenance is about hydraulic jack. Firstly, storage. We make sure that we have the pump and piston retracted every time when we store the hydraulic jack. This puts less strain on the system and helps make it easier to work the next time. Second is bleeding the system. We change the oil of hydraulic jack on a regular basis. We bleed the air out of the system after that as part of the maintenance. The third is inspection. Inspections are carried out on a regular basis. Examine the place where the jack was stored for any signs of fluid leaking and inspect housing for any cracking or rust, as well as the piston rod for scoring or other damage. Now, I'm going to explain about the corrective maintenance. The first corrective maintenance is about air compressor. Firstly, we conduct a pump test, then keep the filters clean, then assess air demand and screen for leaks check all of the compressed air system valves. Then evaluate belt condition and inspect pump rings, then assess the motor capacitor. Finally, we examine and fix the air and oil separator. The second corrective maintenance is about hydraulic jack. Firstly, we overloaded, then we check for the right hydraulic oil levels. Third is expelling trapped air. Fourth is conduct a final overall checkup. Fifth is maintenance and servicing, that means fixing. And finally, check the hydraulic jack's relief valve. This is our company's equipment records list form. As you can see, this form consists of equipment's informations. In this form, we should list down the equipments that are used to perform maintenance works and quantity of each tools. Keeping a detailed record of all the maintenance and repairs that a piece of equipment went through will help increase its resale value.
Now, I'm going to explain about the job planning and scheduling. Firstly, part of planning entails determining the necessary parts and tools for the maintenance chores. Secondly, scheduling involves deciding when to finish a task, and every mechanic is tasked with identifying and repairing engine problems. There are several tasks that the technician need to be carried out. Firstly, they have to repair brakes and steering system. The technician also have to diagnose and repair electrical and electronic system, and they have to replace or repair transmissions and fuel component as needed. Furthermore, the technician have to repair cooling components and system including air conditioner and engine cooling. Moreover, they have to perform emissions and inspection, safety checks and similar state regulate vehicle examinations and maintain a clean, safe working environment. The technician also produce legible and accurate paperwork reflecting work performed and possess a valid state driver's and license for conducting test drives. Every technician will have various skill and qualification, including possession of or ability to obtain training credentials like an ASE certification. Secondly, strong written and verbal communication skills and analytical skills. Furthermore, they also have experience using hand and power tools to replace and repair parts, coordination and physical stamina. Now, I'm going to explain about AutoWatt's employee work schedule. So, this is the weekly employee work schedule of AutoWatt Car Service Center. There are 6 technicians in AutoWatt Car Service Center. The period starts on 8 October 2021 and will finish on 13 October 2021, which is on Saturday. Every technician have to work full shift from 8 October, which is from Monday, until 13 October 2021, which is on Saturday. Total paid hours per day for each technician is 12 hours, so it will be 32 hours for 1 week. The daily labor cost for each technician is 85 ringgit. So each technician will be earned 510 ringgit per week. Now, I'm going to explain about backlog control and priority system. First one is air compressor. We have to install a spare air compressor in the stock as a backup in case the first one spoiled or malfunctioned. The second one is hydraulic jack. If the hydraulic jack suddenly fails due to lack of oil, we will utilize power steering or brake fluid. Although hard on the seals, it should work. The third one is drilling machine. In an emergency, we will use a cordless drilling machine if the drilling machine fails. If the cordless drill didn't operate due to a low battery, we may use the regular drill. Now, I'm going to explain about priority system. Firstly, informing important problems that need to be fixed. We have a system that helps us track which of your vehicle's repairs need to be done, and it also helps you remember when needs become more urgent. Secondly, prioritize minor repairs due to problems such as changing oil, changing flat tires, air filters, spark plugs, changing brake pads, and etc. Furthermore, give priority safety issues. Compromised braking system, worn or damaged. These are some major issues that we need to fix for safety issues. Now, I'm going to explain about performance measurements. The first one is oil changing, which is changing engine oil or gearbox oil. It will be take 20 until 30 minutes to complete this work. The second one is changing flat tires. It will be take 10 minutes to fix a new tire or puncturing the tire. The third one is changing spark plugs. It will be take 1 hour to change a new spark plugs. The fourth one is changing car battery. It will be take 15 until 30 minutes to change a new car battery. The fifth one is replacing headlight. It will be take 1 hour to complete this work because there are a lot of wiring work need to be fixed when replace the new headlight. The sixth one is replacing air filters. It just take 10 minutes to replace a new air filters. The seventh one is changing brake pads. It will be take 30 minutes and to 1 hour to change a new brake pads. The eighth one is wheel alignment and balancing. It will be take 1 until 2 hours to fix the work. The ninth one is engine tune-up. It will be take 2 until 4 hours to complete this work because this is a very complicated work. The 10th performance is full car service. It will be take 3 hours to diagnose the full car. Last but not least is auto glass replacement. It will be take 30 to 60 minutes to complete this work.